Rams lose to the Falcons at 42-14. They are now 4-9, and the best they can do this season, who would have guessed it, 7-9. With Gary Klein, I'm Lindsay Theory for the Los Angeles Times. Gary, it's been a rough few weeks for Jeff Fisher, to say the least, despite the fact that somebody released that he has received a contract extension. There's the Eric Dickerson saga, the lessening Jeff Fisher debacle, whatever that really is. And then the worst of all is getting blasted by the Falcons in another lopsided loss.
Jeff Fisher walked off the field at the Coliseum tonight after that loss. And if you're a fan or if you're someone observing this, you had to wonder, is this the last time we're going to see Jeff Fisher at the Coliseum coaching the Rams? They head to Seattle on a quick turnaround. They're supposed to come back. Well, they will be coming back on Christmas Eve to play the San Francisco 49ers. But at this point, given the way the Rams, 8 losses in their last 9 games, something seems like it's going to have to change.
It's not even the fact that they've been losing, Gary. It's really how they've been losing. These have been such lopsided losses, and Jared Goff was supposed to provide a spark, a little bit of hope, knowing there would be some errors, there'd be some growing pains, but really there would be improvement. Today, there was no improvement, and it looked like the furthest step back.
He had made such big strides, right? Between his first start and his second start. Against the Patriots, you're going against Belichick, you kind of get a pass, and he even did some good things there. But in today's game, to be stripped of the ball, returned for a touchdown, a pick six, he just didn't look at any time like he was comfortable today. And part of that is on the offensive line, part of that is on the scheme, but part of that is on Jared Goff.
Sound like a broken record. The Rams defense has actually put together a nice season, but once again, they're in the hole early after a special teams letdown to start the game, and they try and work themselves out of that hole. It's the offense. Where do you even begin to fix this?
You know, it's funny because in Fisher's press conference,
he interrupted a reporter to say it's the offense.
It's the offense. Todd Gurley in the locker room described it as a middle school offense today. So there are definitely some problems here. The turnovers, the penalties, as you mentioned, the defense, they're down 21-0. The defense was playing really well, but they had given up the touchdown on the fumbled kickoff and on the pick six. So definitely problems with the offense. I don't know, at this point, come on, you're 13 games in. Can you really fix that?
Who really cares if you're a fan about what's going on the field any longer, because it's kind of the same old song. Now, in the locker room, that was really the most shocking thing to me after the game. Todd Gurley, he's usually pretty mild-mannered. I would say he was that way after the game, but he's actually kind of starting to speak up now. Before he said, we just got to keep running, we got to keep going. Today, the real frustration, he ended up saying, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. However, he also said that he doesn't feel like all of his teammates are out here really putting forth the effort they should.
I think there were some situations on the sideline today, and granted, during a game, players yell at each other, coaches yell at each other, that happens. But I think some of this was caught on camera today. Gurley expressing his frustration with the quarterbacks and with the offense. He's a young guy that's known nothing really but success through college and through the pros, and this can't be easy, and maybe today was the day that he let off that steam.
And it can't be just Todd Gurley. There are several players who have taken the blame, who have said that they need to play better. But in general, what do you feel like that locker room is sensing right now?
Well, 3 games left in the season, right? I think they just want to get through this at this point. We're asking questions constantly about Jeff Fisher, about the coaching staff. Is it the players? Is it the coaches? The players, right, to a man say it's the players. We're the ones that have to go out and execute. But they've definitely got some problems, some deep-seated problems. This is a pattern. This isn't a one-shot thing. And they got 3 games left. And I think the Rams have to be wondering, when they come back to the Coliseum in a couple weeks to play the 49ers and the Cardinals, why are people going to show up?
If you were a betting man, would you say that Jeff Fisher will return to the Coliseum?
I'm not a betting man.
I said if you were.
I just think that what happened today is going to obviously give Rams management pause. They saw the reaction from fans. They were booing the offense. By third quarter, this place was empty. And Kevin Demoff has talked about the thing they have to sell is hope. They have to give people hope. And after today, there is no hope. If you're a Rams fan, they got to be looking for change.
After today's game, or before today's game, I should say, I thought that Jeff Fisher had until after the season to finish this thing out. I'd be surprised if he makes it through, just because I'm not a betting woman, Gary, but I like to give answers. All right, that's going to do it for us from the Coliseum. Once again, the Rams are 4-9 after a 42-14 loss to the Falcons. We will see you this week from Rams practice, and Thursday night, it's a quick one in Seattle. With Gary Klein, I'm Lindsay Theory for the Los Angeles Times.